Ladies, what does it look like to have standards on online dating? Let's get into it. First of all, as a woman who as a woman who invests in a relationship of herself, her mind, her heart, her body, and her presence, you are looking for a man who invests in the relationship with his time and his heart and his presence. That means you are not a texting buddy. A woman, a mature woman dating, does not do a bunch of texting with a guy she's never met or barely knows. Save that for your boyfriend. Save that for titillating little sexy things to flirt throughout the day with your man that you're in a relationship with. Or for planning logistics like a date or letting someone know you're running late or something like that. You are not a texting buddy. You accept interesting dates. Now, there are some men who just want to text you because they're actually in a relationship. Or maybe they're working a lot, you know, and they don't have that much free time to date. But that's not your problem. They have time at work and they genuinely like you, but they don't have time to date because they're working a lot. That's not your problem. That isn't the guy for you. If all he can give you is texting, you have lowered your standards to. You're basically indicating you don't require a lot of effort, and that is not a good way to start. Like a relationship requires effort. A relationship is like a garden, it's like going to the gym. Uh, a good relationship thrives by people who put a lot of effort, face to face effort, into the relationship. They show up, they put their energy in, they put their time in, they put their money in, they put their heart in. They let themselves be challenged, they let themselves be changed, they open, they surrender. It's an activity. So a guy who's too busy to see you is either too busy or, hit me up when you got some time. Relationships are built face to face. So the first thing is that you want a man who makes time for you and he wants to see you. Okay? So you do not text with guys, you don't have phone calls with guys. You can have one video call, ladies. I sound like a teacher now. You can have one video call and then he has to ask you out on an interesting date. It's not about the money. It has to be interesting. He's got to impress you. He's got to have some game. He's got to bring it on. And guys, if you're watching this, it could just be, let's grab a bottle of wine and go watch the sunset. That's for guys in college. If you have a little money, spend a little money. Come on. Maybe she wants to go to a strip club. Maybe she wants to see some male strippers. Maybe you're going to go pick some flowers in the fields or take a walk along the riverfront and make a picnic. Maybe you'll go out to a nice restaurant and then afterwards take a walk barefoot on the beach or, play a board game or, I don't know, do something fun. That's why I need guys, because I don't have good ideas. I need a guy to bring something fun to me. Take her on a motorcycle ride. If she's scared a little bit, so much the better. You want to get a woman out of her comfort zone and do something that's just a little bit scary. And she's going to do it with you. That's a really good thing. Okay. So ladies, you're not going to be a texting buddy or a messenger buddy, and you're not going to be doing a lot of phone calls. The guy wants to see you, he has to plan an interesting date. You can even cook together. That's nice. Okay, the second thing is when the guy first messages you, he can't throw out fuckboy words like, hey sexy, how's your evening? Hi beautiful, how are you doing? How's your day going? Fuckboy talk. You do not accept fuckboys. You only accept intentional men. They're out there, believe me, they're out there. And we teach men how we want to be treated. So, for example, I'm talking with a gentleman now that I met on Zoosk, and he works several jobs. He's very busy, and he is not a fuckboy. He's a nice guy, but he keeps asking me if, we can have a phone call while he's at work, or we can message text while he's at work. And I'm not interested in dating him, but I'm not going to text him. I said, I accept interesting dates. That's it. I accept interesting dates. So we teach people how we want to be treated. Okay? And that's where there's a subscriber who watches my video, Sunbox, and she makes comments like that too. Like, we have to teach men how to treat us. And that's exactly right. Because the man will adjust himself to what the woman wants, and often we have to teach our men to step it up a little bit or teach them how to treat us. And a man interested in you will treat you in the way that you want, provided you're not like some little bitch, just superficial bitch, in which those women are out there nagging superficial bitches. But that's not you guys. I know it. So you're not a messaging buddy. You're not a texting buddy. A man who is interested in you has to see you in person. He has to make time, and he has to plan an interesting date. It's not going to be hanging out in the apartment. He has to plan interesting dates. Okay? That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing is he's not groveling for sex. Okay? He has his sexual needs under control. That means I had a client today, a young man, and, well, I don't want to go into the details, but he has his sexuality under control. If you get horny and you don't know what to do, guys, go to the gym, work out, get your energy out at the gym, distract yourself, okay? Work out. Do not make a woman responsible for your inability. Do not make a woman responsible for your sexual release. That is lame loser stuff. Ladies, you're not responsible for meeting a man's sexual needs. Now, there are men who are just looking for fun, and that's great. Let them find women who are looking for fun. If you are looking for fun too, ladies, make a profile that says, I want to fuck the brains out of any hot calendar guys. Don't even contact me unless you're a 10. Just say it. That's what I pretty much used to do. But if you want a relationship, just know you're not responsible for satisfying his sexual drive or anything. And a guy who's wanting sex, that's his problem. If he's interested in you for dating you, he will wait. He will wait until you're ready. Okay? His sexual lust, just like his emotions, are not your responsibility. His ability to earn money is not your responsibility. His need to get his rocks off is not your responsibility. If you want to cook for him, you will. If you want to fuck him, you will. You don't have to. And guys, if you don't like how she's putting out, move on. If you find a girl you really like, you won't care that she's not putting out because you like her, okay? So ladies, that is the test. If you don't want to fuck him, don't. You don't owe a man a fuck or a blowjob. He can hire a prostitute for that, like me. Just send him to me. I will fuck him as long as he needs. I'm just joking. The best thing to do is guys need to take responsibility for their sexuality. We're just getting to know someone. We don't owe them anything. So if you start to feel like he's just pressuring you for sex, that's probably a turnoff, And likewise, ladies, don't pressure a guy for a relationship on the second or third date. Just get to know him. Don't project this fantasy onto him or make him your savior. Do not, ladies. That's my second tip. My third tip. Do not make a man your savior, because when you do that, you are giving up your power. That whole Princess Charming myth is a fucking death trap. It's a trap that's an anti-feminist death trap to make you give up your power to a man and become powerless. Okay, so let's review the 3 tips. Number 1, You accept interesting dates. You do not text or message or do phone calls. I mean, if he gives interesting dates and he's out of town, you can talk to him on the phone, but do not substitute phone calls for dates because he's too busy. He's not making time for you. Number 2, you don't owe him to get his rocks off. You don't owe him shit. He's responsible for his own libido, and just because he wants to slide his dick in your pussy doesn't mean that you have to open your legs for him, because a needy man is a weak man and he can take a fucking hike. He should either pay you or earn the right to have it given to him freely and lustfully. You want to be to the point where you love him and trust him enough and know him enough that you want to fuck him, and you know he's not going to disappear after you do. Number 3 is that, oh shit, I forgot. I forgot my number 3. I was on a roll too. Number 3, okay, yeah, number 3 is that you do not give your power away to a man by people-pleasing him, subduing your feelings, not speaking your words, subduing your sexuality, stop dating other men, or in any way give away your power by making him a Prince Charming, projecting a fantasy onto him, being monogamous with him before you want to be. You do not give up your power. You are forming a partnership. You are equal. You are not giving up anything for this man. He can be an addition to your life, but that's all he can ever be, because you have your life and you're a powerful, beautiful woman. And that's what I want to leave you with. I'm glad I remembered my 3 rules. I think I'm on a roll today. Anyway, ladies, leave your tips and comments if you have any more tips to help us ladies be powerful in dating. I just made a video to help the guys, and this is the video for the ladies.